for the last time. Reese's Pieces are not Reese's Peanut Butter Cups! Howdy kids, Kid Krueger here with a little rant for today. Now I know that summer is coming to a close and we've had many fine times at the movie theater with our summer movies, but I need to go on a little rant, a little educational rant, maybe a little judgmental rant about theater etiquette because it's about damn time that I said something. Okay, so here goes. Number one. When you are approaching the box office, when you actually get in line for the box office, know what you're gonna see. Because when they say, yes, how may I help you? It's not the name of a damn movie. And if it is, then it shouldn't be seen anyway. Because who wants to say, because I see it in front of me at the box office, and I don't want to see the back end of it, because that's what I'm getting. So, when you get to the box office, when you get in that line, know what you're gonna see. Now, I understand things happen where shows are sold out, or you saw the wrong times on the computer, or on your little phony phone, whatever. But when you get up there and you are preparing to buy tickets, know what the hell you're gonna see. Okay? That's first and foremost. Just a little bit of etiquette right there. Number two. When going to the concession and snack bar, when they say, yes, what may I get for you? The first and optimal response is, what you got? What you got is window upon display window of what they got. They got fruity confections, they got chocolate confections, they got sweet and savory, salty, spicy confections. They got menus now that are animated, that are electronic, that like show you pictures. They show you even the soda pouring into the glass. You know what they got. Don't ask stupid questions. There are 1.5 million people behind you waiting in line so that they can get what they need to get because they know what they got. Okay? So that's another thing. Know your snacks. Or at the very least, this is what I do. While standing in line, line, because people like you are in front of me. There is a line forming. I think about, am I in a fruity mood? Am I in a chocolate mood? Am I in a sour or sweet mood? Do I want the Coke Zero? Do I want the Diet Coke? Do I want the Diet Pepsi? Do I want the Diet Dr. Pepper? Do I want the Diet Sprite? Do I want the iced tea with Splenda? You know, I think about these things ahead of time. So, you might want to take that into consideration when you're getting your little snacks or preparing to get your snacks. Don't ask what you got because you know. And if you don't know, you should probably be shot. Or at the very least, drawn and quartered. For all of us to see. Because some of us need some inline entertainment. Okay. Next. This is a personal thing of mine. When I go into a movie theater and it's not particularly busy or anything like that, I tend to find like a place where I can sit and have some breathing room, right? Why are there people who come in, and the movie theater in my hometown is an amazing movie theater. It's a smaller theater because we're a small town. So it's not like stadium seating, what have you. So seating is limited. We'll put it that way. Why do some people, like you could be the only person in the theater waiting for the movie to start, and people come in and sit directly in front of you or behind you? Why? Now I know it's a choice. Everybody's allowed to sit where they want to sit as long as they're not sitting on you. And sometimes that can happen in the dark. That happened to me the other day at the movie theater. Somebody walked into the movie 40 minutes in and tried to sit on me. Now, I don't remember requesting a lap dance at all. And I'm certain I would remember if I asked that particular person for a lap dance because I would have had to have been drunk, stoned, or something. Anyway, fan out, breathe. Like, why do you have to sit on me? Like, all up in my goodies, and that's going to lead us to another boundary in just a minute, but I digress for the moment. Okay, another thing. I know not everybody is big on trailers or whatever, or don't find them particularly important, but why do people in this day and age insist on talking full voice during the trailers? Like having full-bore conversations about nothing in particular. I particularly like to see the trailers because I like to see what's coming up. Like, that's what sparks interest in movies, and that what makes you want to go see movies more. And yet people are sitting there laughing out loud, taking selfies, talking at full voice where I can hear their conversation. It's kind of like a bad Mystery Science Theater 3000 where I'm watching Chris Pine up on the screen and I'm hearing some 14-year-old girl talking about her period. You know? Does not match up. Anyway, so please, calm down during the trailers. Whisper, that's fine. Have a low conversation, but bring it down a notch. Okay? And then, next thing, there is a screen at the beginning of the movie saying, silence cell phones, please no talking for the courtesy of other patrons. We want everybody to have a pleasant time. Does nobody see that but me? Like, seriously, I don't know what age we are living in now. I really don't. I now feel like that person who's like, oh, in my day, we didn't do things like that. You had respect and common courtesy. Because that's how I feel at the movie theater every time I go. I could be going to see frickin' Pete's Dragon, and I feel like I'm an old crotchety bitch because people don't pay attention to that. And once again, it's not that people are whispering to them during the movie. It's people are straight up talking, having conversations. And the worst thing is, not even the conversations, but the people who, as soon as something happens, or like somebody says like a funny line, they repeat said funny line at full voice in case nobody else around them heard it, and then they proceed to laugh about it. Or they discuss in detail what's going on in the scene, or the mood. The music changes, or something dramatic happens. Oh, that's so sad. Why is he so sad? Why is this happening? Oh, this movie's so sad. Oh, look at that little boy, so sad. Oh, look, this is schoolery. This is a schoolery movie. Right now, this is the schoolery part. Oh, did you see that door open? Ooh, who opened that door? Because I don't know who opened that door. This goes on for the length of an entire movie. I shit you not. Why? Why, God, why? I don't understand. In this day and age where you walk around outside all day long and you see people on their cell phones like this, not having actual conversations but just texting or what have you, and yet you get into a movie theater and you can't shut the fuck up for 2 hours or an hour and 20 minutes for like a little animated feature. You cannot shut up for that amount of time. You don't have any trouble not talking out there while you have a little device in your hand. I guess you take away that device, all of a sudden your voice box works again. I don't know. But you know what? We all paid our money to see this movie, and you chose to come out in public. It's like when I tell people when they come out and they're in a bad mood, they're having a horrible day, and they lash out at like public service people, and I say, maybe you should take yourself home if you can't keep that reined in, because we're all having a day, okay? Not just you, we're all having a day. So, if you can't keep your shit in, they should probably stay home or be locked away in a convent. So, same thing with movie theaters. If you can't shut the fuck up for an hour and a half to 2 hours, God forbid it's like a 3-hour movie, what would happen then? Would you literally pee in the theater because, you know, walking into the movie theater once the light goes down, you lose all common decency, so anything you feel that you can do outside in the real world, you can do inside the theater. So am I going to expect the people to start like sitting in their popcorn buckets next? Is that what's going to happen? Is this the world that we are headed to? I'm sorry to be such a bitch, but going to the movie theater is one of my favorite things in the world to do. Along with going to a restaurant and eating great food with friends and having conversations and stuff. I love going to the movie theater. When I was a little kid, I didn't have a VCR or a DVD player or anything like that, so I couldn't record movies or play movies. So when I got to go to the movies, that was my one chance to see that film for a very long time. And so I would pay so much attention, I would memorize it, I would commit it to memory so I could replay those moments in my mind. I guess that's why it affects me now. If you're ruining my movie experience, I'm a frequent moviegoer and I repeat movies in the movie theater if I think they're good enough. And many movies are good enough. So I go to the movie theater a lot. But if I go and you ruin it for me my first time watching it, it really informs my decision about whether or not I like that movie, and I have to go back the next day and see it again just to make sure. That's not inexpensive. Times are hard. People got bills. So why are you trying to ruin my flavor? Like, come on. Just follow the protocol on the screen that says no talking, no cell phones, no selfies. People taking selfies during the movie. Really? Really? Nobody cares what you look like right now. Anyway. One other thing about making noise in the movie theater. Why? Oh God, why? Oh God, why? Do people insist on eating popcorn like it is their first frickin' meal or last frickin' meal in like a decade? Like, I'm pretty sure if you came to the movie theater in the evening, you're not paying matinee prices, and you have like armloads of snacks, you're not poor, and you haven't skipped a meal. Because, believe me, when I see you, it doesn't look like you skipped a meal. But yet you shovel popcorn and snacks into your face, audibly smacking and breathing like a frickin' horse at the trough. Seriously, popcorn eater at Pete's Dragon. Like, Elliot in that movie didn't make as much dog noises as this person did. It was like almost laughable if it wasn't to the point to where I had to keep rubbernecking. Doing that. I had to be that fool. I had to be that freaking asshole who had to be going, oh, and I had to add my guffaws onto there. It was like a freak show slop fest. Cut it out. If you can't eat like a human being, then you should probably, I don't know, live on a farm or something. Anyway, sorry about the rant, but I went through this entire summer season not saying anything. I've gone through many summer seasons without saying anything, and it's just getting to the point where it's so damn ridiculous. It's not even the young people who are doing this. This is everybody. These are people my age, older than me, people who know better, people who come from a time where you don't do this shit. Why is it all of a sudden acceptable? Is it because Trump is around? Is this a direct result of Trumpism or some bullshit? Because cut it out. It's not funny, it's not cute. I'm waiting for a day when someday, like, somebody does this in, like, a super hyped, like, geek movie or, like, horror freak movie, and then, all of the people who come there to see that movie turn on them and, like, eat them like cannibals. Or something horrible. It'd be kind of fantastical, actually. Because one day there's going to be that movie where that one sloppy-eating, selfie-taking, loud-talking, movie-interrupting, constant commenting motherfucker is going to get his comeuppance. And if I'm not there for it, you best believe I'm going to make a video supporting it, because you people need to calm your tits and respect the movie community. Because we're all there for the same reason. We're all there for entertainment. And if you're not there to be entertained and get lost in a story, then you should probably just stay at home and wait for on demand. So, have you had any random theater experiences that just make you want to rip your balls off? No? Yes? Maybe? Comment down below. Let me know. And what do you do when people are behaving such ways in the movie theater? I have a tendency to glare at them or tell them to please, 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 for the love of God, just shut up! Let me know. What's a zen way to approach this? Because I'm a normally very zen person, but this really is, I guess, it's a major pet peeve of mine, and I just can't get over it. So, now we're entering the fall season of movies, Oscar contenders and what have you. You would think with Oscar contending movies, people would be a lot more civilized, but no, I doubt it. But we shall see. I always have faith in humanity. Halloween season's coming up. I may just start carrying a butcher knife with me on the off chance. Anyway, off to enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. It's nice and sunny, someplace that's hotter than a motherfucker, and I hope you have a fan, or a water bottle attached to a fan. or something, or a large body of water to jump into. Or a nice big air-conditioned movie theater where there's nobody there to talk because everybody's mouth is sewed shut. Ah, the dream. Anyway, take care. I will see you next week. And until next time, remember, popcorn comes in a big bucket. Eat slowly. It's not going anywhere. And free refills.